You're seriously, I don't know to talk. I don't know why he's pushing me there. Prashant, please come, Prashant. Come. Even you are the partner. Come.
No, you are only talking.
No, come. Don't waste your time. They have to go. Come. Oi.
See, she is the right person because it's a ladies' run thing by a lady. So you need to take her.
Okay, ma'am.
First you introduce yourself and then you start asking
Tell us
questions.
a little bit about yourself and your business. That why did you choose this business?
Acha, okay. Before me and my husband Prashant Chitme were working in a corporate, so we both were fed up in working in the corporate and we wanted to do something for our own, and we didn't have a time to spend time together. So we thought, why don't we start our business? First I quit the job, then I joined my brother's business. After then I wanted to do something on my own. So I thought then at that time chocolate was a very fascinating thing for me. Then later we started that business in a small, just 10 by 10 we started. Now like step by step it started growing. At that time when we started, it was only 2 employees. At present we have 25 to 26 employees. So all women employees only I have. I don't have anyone except my husband. No men.
Any particular reason why you only?
No, I just want to encourage them.
Okay.
I just want to give them a work because they're very faithful.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not using any gender here because I feel that I have to give them a comfort,
Yes.
all those things. So that's the reason I chose them.
That's a very great mission.
So, ma'am, we would like to ask you about your raw material sourcing and how do you get your basic cocoa, sugar?
Okay, that we have tied up with the farmers, cocoa,
Okay.
to be procure from them because we wanted to help them also.
Okay.
Because even they should earn, everybody should earn.
Yes.
It's not only the end person, everybody should earn. So we started procuring because it's a benefit for the farmers also. So from there we started procuring and we started our own business.
Farmers from Bangalore?
No, farmers from the Puttur, that region. Here cocoa won't grow. It grows in that belt only.
Alright, ma'am. So next question I'll ask you is about how you maintain your quality control since you are a mass producing size factory. So how do you make sure that your quality is the same every time?
See, quality checks will be done every batch. We have a quality checks. We have a checklist. According to that, we check all the list every time.
So, now coming to technology. How has the technology changed in your production process? Have you added any new systems to improve the efficiency? Like we see a lot of machineries here. Can you tell us anything about how they work or anything you have added to your
That
production?
Prashant sir will come. You answer. That machinery regarding Prashant.
So can you tell us like a little bit about how these machines work and what are they used for?
See, these are grinding machines.
Okay.
Grinding the melters. These are the two melters. One we have it for a dark chocolate. One we have it for a milk. These are depositors. So
Okay,
basically,
separate containers for different chocolates.
yeah, different chocolates, and these are the depositors. So what happens is during the what is that? Okay, these are the depositors. Okay, where the chocolates gets deposited,
Okay.
and yeah, those are the molding and demolding things. Where once the chocolate is dropped into the mold, okay, then we freeze that. Once it is freezed, then we unmold it and then pack it.
Okay. So do you have a cold storage for
Yeah, that's a cold storage. This is cold. Currently, we are using this freezer as a cold.
Alright, in the course, how long have you been in this business?
So we are almost completing 9 years now.
So during the course of 9 years, have you had any supply chain issues and how did you handle them?
See, there has always been challenges when it comes to the supplies and everything. Now we are facing a cacao problem. There is a shortage in Ghana and other places. So there is a spike in the pricing. I think that's the only thing. Once the shortage comes, the price goes high. So where we were procuring beans at around 300, 350 rupees, now we are procuring at 1,000, 1,200 rupees. Because the trees and nothing has been got killed, and it's no more. Like they have to recultivate the entire stuff. So that's the part of it.
Okay, so how do you like how do you sir come up with new products or new type of chocolates? Like after taking customers' feedback or any new
Basically, what
order?
we do is that we take customer input, and there are many times. What is what? One minute. Out ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ. One minute. I'll just hold for a minute.
भाई कैसे बोलूँ एक फोन है उसको छीन के बोलूँगी क्या? Question was कि how do you come up with new products or like new chocolates? Do
So
you get
new
it from
chocolates is that
customer demand?
depends on the customer requirement.
Okay.
What's the trend running? What are the people requirement? Basis of that we do that.
So the customers demand to you directly or you have demands from the businesses which you are linked to?
It's both the sides. We do B2B, B2C. So it depends on the customer requirement. We also look at the trend. Now that new trend which is running, what is that?
Kunafa.
Kunafa.
Okay.
So the Kunafa chocolate that customers ask so that okay we should do it. So currently we are running the normal chocolate whatever the market requires, and over and above whatever the new thing which is required, we go and do that.
Speaking on the trend, so there's a new trend also about healthy chocolates, low sugar chocolates.
So there is a benefit. There is a what is the alternative? See, kind of alternative. The consumption of a sugar chocolate, how much you are consuming. Healthy can be. The chocolate is healthy. So if you eat anything more, it's always an unhealthy. So how the term is that you eat the appropriate size of chocolate. Any chocolate is good, healthy. So for us, we make sugar free. We make dark chocolates. We make all kinds of chocolate. So not a challenge at all. So it like if you eat more, let's say if you like dark chocolate, people say dark chocolate is good for health. You eat 90 grams or 100 grams of bar, you consume 550 kilocalories. In the same way, sugar free. So sugar free, they use some other kind of a alternative sugar. So that alternative may be harmful. You will have a laxative effect. So there is always benefit and there is a advantage and disadvantage. So you need to figure it out. You need to look at the labels, what you want, how do you want, what kind of things that is suiting you, what is not. Like if you eat, let's say in my gym they say calorie deficit. You make you healthy. If I eat more, that's an unhealthy habit, right? It depends on you eat, let's say 10 grams of a chocolate, it's a good. But 25 grams of sugar-free chocolate, still unhealthy.
Yes, so I completely agree with you. But like, have you gotten any customer demands for making like specific healthy chocolates, like with stevia or any other product?
So there is a requirement. Now we have some orders from the US. They wanted only sugar-free.
Okay.
So yeah, depends on customer need and other thing, how they want it, where they want it, what is the product requirement. It is there is a specification. There is nothing which is that this is what it requires. There is something. See, healthy is only how much? 5% of the market, 2% of the market. Rest 95 is that today we say people are going healthy. But do you think the हलवाई की दुकान बंद हो रही है? नहीं हो रही है. तो फिर उसमें मावा और ये जा रहा है. People want it. See, samosa band hua hai? Nahi. Big samosa and all are coming. So, see, the trend is that how do you eat is the more important. So, there is nothing this is my understanding on that. How much, it's like you need to take a decision. Like, is it healthy? For me, somebody is saying carbohydrate is for me healthy. Once I come from the gym, I need carbohydrates. That's healthy for me.
Yes.
Now I need protein. Okay? On the other side, protein is unhealthy for me because I have a uric acid. So you can't term it anything which is healthy and unhealthy. Yeah, like you can bifurcate. You can decide. It's up to you to decide.
Because we know our body what it requires. So according to that, we need to take that.
So can you sir tell us about your expansion strategy, that how you are trying to expand your business?
See, we were trying to expand during the pre-COVID. COVID took our. This is a pre-COVID era product. This is what we.
Okay.
Let's say from 20 we were doing good till 2020. 20 to 2 years. I think 22 we started picking. 2 years has been the very zero, negative. From there we started. So we didn't want it to take any plunge. 2 years, 700 days or 24 months deficit that we had. We had to cover that. Along with that we have a manpower, we have salaries and other thing. So we wanted to keep our expansion thing low. Now we have coming up with a new factory very close by here. And yeah, 2 factories that we looked at it. So so the expansion plans are in the pipeline, but we don't take anything which is aggressively. So we take our time. We take almost like, let's say, we are not that aggressive. We don't burn our money
Yes.
like the other market who's trying to do. They wanted to burn the money, come on the top. We are here to stay. So when we are here to stay, then where's the hurry? So you can do it today, you can do it tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Why you want to lose your today's sleep to get tomorrow's? Anyhow, tomorrow also do the same thing. So let's enjoy today and let's leave tomorrow.
So have you formed any partnerships for these expansion strategies that
They are a partner, my 50% partner.
All
No,
right.
like so outside the
Outside the
company.
industry?
To be frank, no.
See, that comes with advantage and disadvantage.
Yeah.
So we worked in corporate.
Yeah.
Why do we lift corporate? Because we don't want to report someone.
Okay.
So when you take money, we are responsible. We are liable to give them the accountability. We don't want it to be. See, we wanted to enjoy our life. We want to run the company. You have seen 25 people working for us. We are happy. They are happy. I am happy. We all are happy. So why do we need? See, expansion is what? How much you want to reach? It's only that run. Right? You want to run 5 kilometers, 25 kilometers, 42, or you want to do an Ironman, whichever you like. It depends on your strategy. That how I will start with 5 kilometer run. Then let's say I'll do a practice for let's say year and a half. Then I will go for 6, 7, 8. I have a time, long way to go.
Yes.
So any major challenges which you face in the chocolate industry, like which you face majorly, main challenges?
See, the challenges are everywhere. There will be so many other challenges. See, one challenge, I don't see as I take it as a challenge, but yeah, it is, what do you say, rather put it in this way, how do I say? Challenge is what? I don't see any challenge. Like,
Like
yeah,
very
the
different
market can be one of the scenario, that up and down. See, which is in my control is not a challenge. Which is not in my control, it's always a challenge, right?
Yes.
So that's the only thing. Whatever we have in our control, we can do it. Okay, let's say that's what the control is, that I don't expand.
Yes.
Uncontrol is somebody you investing in my company. It's uncontrollable. That's called a challenge. So where do I stand? I decide if the challenge is coming. Let's say somebody quotes me a lesser price. I said I don't take it.
Okay.
That's the benefit that I have when I don't go aggressively. I don't fight for it. So the challenges become. So I mitigate those challenges and make my thing. I said I don't. Like, challenge comes to you, sir. Can you give it to me? Let's say 100 rupees. I said I don't know. I don't want to do it. So they only come. Okay, let's do it at this price. So that becomes a challenge. Becomes an advantage for me.
Main our focus is like quality. We don't. You get in the market low quality also. See, low quality. Why we earn more in that? We don't want to do that because see, if my children or somebody wants to eat, I have to give without painfully. I have to give them. They should eat.
Yes.
हम दोनों का वैसा ही है. If my children can't eat, nobody can eat. So we don't do that. That is our main. We only focus on the quality.
Okay. So if there are any customer complaints, how do you handle that?
See,
very
previously
rare.
how we used to do is that every chocolate bar had my number, my personal number.
Okay.
So whenever there is any issue happening, we used to handle it in this way. See, we both are from customer care background. So we are not a sales guy. Basically, we take care of the customer life cycle management.
Okay.
We have done in our previous assignment or previous companies. So we know what is the customer side. We understand what customer behavior, how you can delight a customer. So because of our experience, we were able to handle it. So what I did is in every pack that I had, we used to sell a huge number of packs. That customer care was my number, which is a little fancy number.
Yes.
So people used to think that it's a call center number. They call me and they say, okay, your chocolate got melted, or your packing doesn't look nice, or your box should have been done like this. So those were my inputs for me.
Okay.
So, and always when there is the way you say, when you face a challenge, there is always an opportunity to grow, right? You see sunlight. So that's how, yeah.
So you individually took every customer complaint.
Because every pack, so we knew that. So that risk we have already taken it. Showing that, let's say, if there is a problem and your team handles, team will not take care of that responsibility. Initial stage, I'm not saying, but At some point of time, that transition will happen to the call center and other thing. It will be routed through IVR and all those stuff, but not initial. When you are budding stage, you need to take care of your kid, right?
Yes.
You don't give it to the creche or somewhere, let's say 2-year-old, 2 months on. You don't give it, right? You give it after 3 years, 4 years. So initial hand holding of a child, it's a product is always a child. So or a company, when you are building a company, is always a child. So initial hand holding is more important. So that's the reason I said let's try it out. Give my number, and any feedback that I received was attended like at the priorities, understand the requirement, and we closed it. So that helped us. To be very frank, the sales is not the thing. The sales can happen, but can you able to retain customer on your network? Are you able customer become loyal to you? Customer is delighted with your product. All the satisfaction is part of it, but is he delighted? So how can you make somebody delight? Those are the few aspects you need to work on, and that has been we've been working.
Yes. So you have quality checks time to time.
Yeah, we have a quality checks. We have a team who does the entire activity. Let's say there is a manager to it, there is a senior supervisor to it, there is a team lead to it. So every batch has been divided. There is a process which is production handled by somebody. Then there is a packaging. This packaging handled by somebody. There's one more inside. There is a packaging handled by somebody. And then we have an overall manager, the girl who's been going around. She also manages production and the entire things.
Yes. So anything you can tell about the cost structure or profit margins for your company?
See, any company if it operating less a gross margin less than 35 doesn't work out. But many times we need to take it to run the factory. We initially worked on a zero margin.
Yes.
So net to net you need to work it out overall. So many times we just want to run the company. We don't have any profit because we have to pay the salaries. Right? During COVID time, we were taking so many orders were coming. Like, okay, whatever came, we picked it up. But yeah, the general tendency is that you should have not less than 30 to 35% margin. Gross, huh?
Yes.
Not net.
Yes.
That's
That's it.
all right.
Thank you.
And I just call the other lady. You can interview her also. Understand.
ये डार्क मशीन है,
अच्छा.
ये ग्राइंडर है, वो मिल्क है, मिल्क मशीन है.
मिल्क चॉकलेट्स के लिए.
हाँ, ये डार्क है, ये डिपॉजिटर मशीन है, और ड्रॉपिंग वाला मशीन,
अच्छा.
बाइट्स वाला, और बार वाला.
जैसे अलग अलग टाइप के चॉकलेट्स हैं यहाँ, तो सबके लिए अलग है. अच्छा.
You should ask her more questions. So she'll answer. She'll learn that.
सो लाइक जैसे यहाँ पे वो रैप में बंद हैं, एक लेयर वाली, ऐसे
वो
सब.
सभी यही मशीन.
अच्छा, ठीक है. लाइक शेप वगैरह चॉकलेट्स को आप यहीं से देते हो.
कितना ग्राम चाहिए उतना
अच्छा,
सेट करना.
ठीक है. नंबर ऑफ चॉकलेट जितने चाहिए होते हैं, फिर आप वेट करते हो यहाँ पे चॉकलेट का, लाइक वेट कितना है?
मोल्ड से में करे वो 11-12 ग्राम है एक बाइट्स.
क्या आप अपना कोल्ड स्टोरेज दिखा सकते हैं?
स्टोरेज ट्रॉली से,
हाँ.
इसमें रखे
जैसे ही बनते हैं वैसे ही आप उसमें डालते हो?
हाँ.
अच्छा.
ये सभी फ्रिज है.
अच्छा.
फ्रिज. और एक सीलिंग मशीन है, वो बार वाला चॉकलेट करते हैं, वो सीलिंग क्लोज करना.
अच्छा.
सीलिंग मन कोटिंग से करना. ये कोटिंग मशीन.
अच्छा.
ये कोटिंग,
इधर आओ, इधर
ये
आओ.
नट्स कोटिंग वाला मशीन है.
अंदर इधर रिकॉर्ड.
कोटिंग करने वाला.
इससे कोट होती हैं चॉकलेट्स?
हाँ.
अच्छा.
ऑन करेगा 1 मिनट.
हाँ हाँ. ये किस लिए है?
ये सेम.
अच्छा,
ये
सेम.
छोटा सा.
अच्छा.
We added few things. It's like when we started with, let's say, our journey was with 120 square feet of factory. We had only Smiths.
Okay.
So me and Bhavna and 2 more employees, we were doing. We want to do the like what incubator kind of a thing with like what currently. But in 2016 we did not have that incubator and all. But we tried our there, so that we started with factory with 120 square feet. Then we moved to let's say 1000 square feet, then 1500. Then we came here. In a span of let's say 2 years, we shifted 3 places and then we came here. And then if the COVID would have been not there, then we would have been in a much better place. 2 years to cover our entire savings, whatever we earn, and 2 years to rebuild the entire structure. So now, somewhere we are, you can say we are at what we are supposed to be there, but still lagging. And yeah, we are taking up 2 factories, which is going to run, 1 shop which is getting open, and yeah. The only thing which I would rather say, don't hurry up on anything. Take your time, understand the process. You should know. You should know what are you doing. And don't expect what you can't do, don't expect others to do it. That's what I would rather say.
Thank you, sir.